God is still faithful even when he's not fast. Okay, and I think that's one of the hardest parts of faith to actually live out. Because it's easy to trust God when the answer comes quickly. It's much harder when you've been praying about the same thing for months, maybe years, and nothing seems to be changing. You start wondering if God heard you. You start wondering if you missed something. You watch other people receive the very thing you've been asking for, and you think, God, did you forget about me? But delay doesn't mean absence, and waiting doesn't mean that God stopped working. The Bible says, though it may linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. And there's just something powerful about that, because that verse doesn't pretend the waiting won't feel long. It literally acknowledges that it may linger. Sometimes God's faithfulness isn't shown by giving you something immediately. Sometimes it's shown in how he carries you while you wait. What he protects you from while you wait, and who he turns you into while you wait. I just saw an unanswered prayer, and God saw the whole picture. So when it feels like nothing is happening, don't confuse God's silence with God's absence. He's not forgotten you. He has not lost track of your prayer. God is still faithful even when he's not fast. And sometimes the testimony isn't just that God answered, it's that you learned to trust him before he did.